Alright YouTube, so for this movie review, I'll be seeing Anora this evening, which I've heard nothing but great things about it. Supposedly the best picture of the year, which is definitely high praise because there were a lot of very cool movies this past year, so it's definitely interesting. I've heard nothing but great things about the movie, but didn't really get around to seeing it, but thankfully they re-released it in the theater, so I got to experience it in the theaters, which is always so much more fun than experiencing stuff on streaming services. Not saying streaming is bad, but the theater is where I love. So if I have to be honest, I'm expecting this movie to be a lot of fun overall, definitely a little unconventional, but interesting, and having good dynamics and good romantic chemistry between the characters based on the limited bit of information I know about this movie. I haven't read up any spoilers because I want to experience it for myself, so I'll also be joined with a special guest to do this review, so look forward to that, and we'll get back to you shortly. Alright YouTube, so I will be honest and say this movie didn't quite live up to the expectations, as I expected a little more of the best picture of the year, but what can you do? I did definitely really like the movie, especially the first half, but second half got a lot slower, but I will talk about it a little more thorough on what I enjoyed about the first half and even what I enjoyed about the second half. So to start, I did enjoy seeing a realistic fiction movie be so popular and big, although I am like more of a sci-fi sort of fantasy genre kind of guy, but you know, it's fun to change it up, so that was definitely interesting. And I will say the movie is definitely very explicit, but I kind of expected that anyways, and it definitely had me eager to see what happened next. And I really enjoyed the montages of the two characters getting married and going through all these fun things, especially the casino scenes, because I think casinos are pretty fascinating. I thought it had a lot of fun and funny moments, especially the first half of the movie where there was, like I just said, the montage, the parties, all the rich kid's mansion, and then later we realized it's not his, and later there's a whole fiasco of legal drama, which is why the second half wasn't as enjoyable, because I felt like it went on a long time, especially when the lead actor goes missing and the lead girl and three other Russians go searching for him. And that scene kind of drags on a little bit. I mean, it was interesting at the conclusion, but I feel like it didn't need to go on as long as it did, and I feel like sort of towards the end it just kind of got a little monotonous. But I did definitely enjoy the first half because it was overall a lot of fun and very entertaining and interesting, and like I said, it was definitely unconventional and a little more unique from other movies I've seen, but I definitely respect that. And I think Mikey Madison, the lead actress, did a great job, because I think it's a hard role to play, but she definitely did really good with this job and definitely stole the show. So yeah, surprisingly, I don't have as much to say about this movie as I initially expected to, so I'll turn the camera around and give it to our special guest. So what'd you think?
Of Anora?
Yes.
I have a lot of thoughts about Anora.
Oh, I look forward to hearing them.
I went to see it with Christian last night. I think for the first 20 minutes I was sort of in shock that this won Best Picture. Not that it wasn't a good movie, but I also saw The Brutalist, and you know, I'm familiar with Wicked, of course, so it kind of surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little more explicit.
Definitely.
Than what I had imagined. Mikey Madison is wonderful. She's very believable. I thought the Russian kid was great too. What I loved about the movie were the party scenes. They just seemed to be having so much fun. And I feel like young people today, I don't feel like they have that much fun. And it was so joyful, the scenes in Vegas, and you could see her truly, you know, falling in love with him and believing that, you know, everything, she was going to have a great future with him. Of course, I knew that that wasn't going to happen. The whole scene with the four men and her and trying to find him, I think, went on way too long. They really should have cut that down. It was just so excessive with the language and the, but ultimately, you know, I think it was well done. It was realistic. That scene at the very end was really heartbreaking. I was hoping she was gonna walk away with the ring and feel a little happy. You know, I'm sure that ring was like $50,000. But instead, she reverted to her prostitute ways, looking for some type of response from that guy. I don't know, are they going to stay friends? Are they going to become lovers? Is she going to remain in the life that she's in, or is she going to take that money and do something different? I think there's a lot of unanswered questions. She lives in a house with her sister. It's Brooklyn. That's really valuable real estate. Why does she do this? She has a mother in Miami. Why doesn't she relocate? I'd like to know a lot more about this person. So a well done movie, at times very hard to watch. And truly I'm sure many are shocked that it was able to get Best Picture, and it kind of does make you wonder at what goes on behind the scenes as far as how these votes are cast. Anyway, thank you.